because now that Rittenhouse won the case, they can't pull their Second Amendment bullshit, and now the defense stock on taking the bullshit that they want is going to stack up because the legal system doesn't actually defend the invasions of people's houses that they're doing without getting fucking shot, so it's going to cost more. Well, I mean, back to the original system, how could it possibly cost more? You said that the spending policies on this were going to be X. That's what the tax budget was. That's when the timelines were. And you said you had it all fucking worked out in the board meeting. Basically, lemon law. You sold me a shitty car that was worth X on the distance of a thing, and I brought that thing up. It's a simple case, Roe v. Wade. So, what the fuck all of a sudden popped up to change?
Still going on, to put it mildly. The House approving by the narrowest of margins a measure that calls for at least $2 trillion in spending, depending on how you want to count.
So it was bad enough that it wasn't good, and then because it wasn't good enough, you had to go through it and add more to it. So it was a bullshit play that you're going to force through the pipes, and none of the by approval rating.
Where do you think this is going? And were you surprised by some of your moderate Democratic colleagues, all but one, who went along with this?
Well, it's an action at a spooky distance when you look at the Democratic Party against the presidential's popularity. I mean, it's a weird algorithm. It's not, it won't work. It's to say trouble in paradise, to be perfectly honest. Now, would you do a bit of house business with a house like that? Was you needed to?
On that side of the aisle.
And what do you need to do? Let me explain the need.
And the tolerance for somebody more conservative was growing less and less.
Tolerance for more conservative. I mean, you have the pig farmer, and then you have somebody that's trying to automate that pig farm, really honestly. That's what this boils down to.
It's going to cost more than the CBO is saying, because a lot of these programs
anyway,
to make a smaller price tag for
in there, you take whatever bill this is going to be, the pig farm, and you'd say that's the infrastructure, because they are congruent by you need towns and winter salt crews to keep the pig farm going. Otherwise, the pig don't leave the farm. It
in order to get
just wouldn't be good. Refrigeration.
Or the numbers that you even want to get close to see.
You need Freon. You would think oil. No, Freon. Fuck Freon. How much oil do I need for Freon in this universe sandbox of alchemy is really necessary here? I mean, this becomes the question. You would expect somebody to have some kind of D&D board for Middle Earth fighting Sauron here. At least something where I can say, hey, you guys at least rolled for stamina there. Rittenhouse come out and you got one. You fought. Alright, so what was in your bag of holding that you had left, perfectly honest, that was already spent on the board? Because then you're going to tell me, well, I still have this other thing. No. You already have that other thing spent and buried somewhere else, and you're going to claim it's on mine, because that's what fucking lying piece of shits do. Or people that don't know that's what a lying piece of shit in charge of them is doing.
Is terrible. And some